So there you go. We're back here on XM.
It's pretty impressive.
Kind of taking a look at the old days 4 years ago when they accepted XM spots on our very successful commercial radio show.
We had the vision. We knew that this was going to be successful.
We always have the vision.
You know where the
We're
next
brilliant
step
broadcasters.
is.
People just don't realize that yet. And that's our frustration every day. Finally, I had it. You're going to hear a curse. And you're listening to satellite radio, so like whatever, curse. Just remember, going back about 3 or 4 years, this is on commercial radio, but I was just losing my mind. I just couldn't understand why they would do this to us. Radio's really the best part. Yeah, I got to stop the tape. The best part, there's good old Ben Sparks in the background laughing like an idiot.
Years ago, cackling Ben included.
Just in case you thought this was the new Ben on XM, no, he's been laughing like an idiot for many years for us. Many years. Radio's really getting pathetic. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
This used to be a business where every radio station was for themselves, and they just literally fought on the street. We used to get in fights because someone else's van was parked outside the venue for a concert. Now all the stations are owned by the same person or the same company, and they don't want you talking bad about this station or that station because you're going to hurt the company. It's making radio so bland and boring.
Yeah.
And now on top of that, they don't mind taking advertising dollars from the competition.
Right.
They see no problem with this. Holy shit! They don't see a problem with this?
Will there be cursing over this satellite radio? Because I might want to gig over there.
I'm sure.
I want to gig over there.
You know.
It's not regulated.
And here we are back on XM.
Look at that. I want to gig over there.
Cursing on
Ask and you shall
radio.
receive.
Should hand that tape into the FCC. We got away with one back then.
Whoa.
Someone is requesting, let me go to Pete. I haven't heard this stuff in a long time. Pete in
Yeah.
Rhode Island. Pete?
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys could play the clip where you get your bigger boss on the phone and he's like, oh, don't worry about XM. No, they're nothing.
Oh, Ken Stevens. I think that's the next clip we got here.
Oh, excellent.
All right. Thank you, Pete.
Thanks.
I don't remember how this went down, but then we just would not go on with our show. We were obsessed with this whole, playing XM commercials on our commercial radio show. And finally, we got Ken Stevens, our general manager, on the phone.
What a set of balls when you have the ratings that we had
I know.
over there. Because you could just do anything except have a couple fucking church. But besides that, I mean, anything.
Right. Well, we're cursing.
Yeah.
I don't think we got in trouble for that. So we got Ken Stevens. He was the guy running the station at the time. He was one of our really good friends over there.
Yeah, we like Ken.
That's stuck up for us on many occasions with that whole stupid Howard battle. But here's Ken explaining the XM ads to us.
So the question is, somebody said to me, you're wondering why we're taking these XM satellite ads?
Very good. You actually understood the question also, Ken Stevens. Yes. Why are we advertising
for satellite radio
an option to listening to this very program?
Pretend for a minute that you don't know anything about the radio business, and you're just the average guy listening in your car to those XM radio spots.
Okay.
Do they make any sense to you?
Hold on, let me put myself in there, Ken. You asked us for a lot, and you're not giving us time.
Sorry.
Hold on. Okay, I'm sitting. Opie, sit.
So you're saying advertising doesn't work? Advertise on radio.
Maybe it's your show. No.
Holy
He's also basically talking down to the listeners.
Right.
Too. They're a bunch of morons.
They don't understand words like satellite. It's something up in space, and they don't know that. You got to be a rocket scientist to know about satellites. Jesus Christ,
Meanwhile,
Ken.
the ad completely explains it.
And
they have everyday Joes going, I can get in my car and drive all the way across the country.
You want to hear any of satellite radio?
You want to hear any format you want from coast to coast without changing the dial? Satellite radio. All right.
Wait, you got to slow that down, man.
Wait.
I'm just the average everyday guy. I can't take in words that quick.
I didn't understand what you meant by format of music.
Fuck, I should have taped the show. Then I could rewind it.
Oh, is that a poor argument? He is.
I nailed him so bad.
Advertising doesn't work. No. It's just fine. Keep it coming.
Going back to the tape. I know I'm saying this a million times, but there are dummies out there. This is us on commercial radio discussing why are we playing XM commercials.
It's your show. No. I think that if you listen to the commercials the way we're running them, they're not awfully attractive.
Did you hear the one line?
How many of your friends are going to go out and spend whatever, what does it say?
On, now insert color TV here, insert radio here, insert car here, where he is going to say, are going to buy this right now? I don't know.
Insert Xbox instead of PlayStation.
Right. Insert any new technology. Ken, did you hear the one part in that commercial where he says, boy, I could drive through New York and I don't have to change the station?
No, I heard the one where he said, and my favorite is the Blues Channel.
Right. Where he can
I'm not really worried about losing a whole lot of audience to the Blues Channel.
Oh, well, you're not, Ken. Huh?
Wow,
but when those ratings come out and they're down, who will be getting yelled at?
Hey, you know what? If your ratings are down and your audience has moved over to satellite radio, I'm taking those commercials.
But it's a little here, a little there. It adds up after a while. Absolutely.
Wow.
Live here on XM.
I don't think I've ever seen you guys so 100% in the right.
Isn't it so cool that it is almost like me and Opie went into a DeLorean. We reached 88 miles an hour,
exactly.
Went to the future, came back, and just shoved it in Ken's face. We have seen it.
And you know how many people did come over to XM with
everything
us?
he said, like, well, little by little,
Little
it
by
starts
little,
to add up.
It adds up. The programming. Oh, it's the Blues Channel. Yeah, well, some people want to hear that. There's
Plus,
plenty
what
of
I also love is you guys would get in trouble for shitting on the people who advertise, and that's exactly what he's doing here. Going,
Yeah.
Hey, if you listen to those ads stink.
They don't even make sense.
They don't even make sense.
I didn't understand a word.
Bill, it's called...
And their product stinks. I wouldn't listen to the Blues Channel.
I don't think we're going to... If your ratings go down because of satellite, I'll stop taking the ads.
Bill, it's called chipping away. Chipping away.
Ting, 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 ting.
We're big fans of chipping away.
Chip.
You know, he had to take the call from the guy who's paying for the ads for XM right after that. Then he go, okay, wait a second. I want you to just imagine that you don't know anything about advertising.
Yeah. He's always wanting us to imagine something.
Yeah.
Picture, if you will.
Right.
A world in which
Right. No,
people who speak English do not understand it.
We love the chipping away concept. We've been chipping away at Howard's credibility for years and his hypocrisies.
Satellite radio. It's not going to go anywhere. They barely got up that Sputnik thing.
Right.
You think they're going to be able to get a satellite up there that plays music?
It continues. We ended up giving these guys a 20 to 30-minute commercial that day.
We helped them
You're
out.
going to leave cars at the airport and rent them, and people are going to...
That'll never fly. People want to have the comfort of their own vehicle.
Right.
They'll have a relative who could pick them up. Craziness.
Not going to want that. Why would people want a turbine jet engine when the propeller is perfectly fine on these aircraft? Get cross country in a day.
They're too noisy, and people are not going to like them.
Why would you want
The propeller gives people a comfort factor. They see it
Who would want to
spinning
go to
and
the
know they're being
bathroom
propelled.
in their own house?
When a perfectly good outhouse is right outside, keeping the stink and stench out of doors.
Fertilizing your backyard.
Why would you want a direct flight to Vegas when you could go all the way to L.A. and then go to Vegas after having one of your tickets canceled?
People like seeing different cities, even ones that they don't want to go to.
Why would you want to fly into the airport that has your car? That's just plain stupid.
That is ridiculous.
When you could fly to another airport
It's
and then
still an airport.
drive from that airport to the airport where your car is
I want
at.
you to imagine for a second you know nothing about travel.
Right. Imagine you're sitting on a plane that's going where you don't want to go.
That's right.
And you're just
you don't have to
excited.
imagine. You were there.
That's why, Don, I'm so tough, because I'm sick of working with dummies.
Wow.
That's why.
Jiminy Cricket.
You went for big air on that one.
Dummies.
Lots and
foul
lots
language.
of dummies. We're proving that we're brilliant broadcasters right here and now. We have the vision.
We can see into the future.
Just trust us.
That
and
was
let
pretty
us do
damn
our
impressive.
thing.
I got to give you that.
That was very
We got
wow.
more. We got more, because then there's a question here. Could O&A go to satellite?
Oh, Jesus.
So going back in time, we're doing our commercial radio show discussing why they're playing XM commercials on our show.
And do you know that it's going to be an option on all new model cars?
Let me ask you something.
By the way, we also did our research.
Right.
We study this fucking business. We know our enemies. We pay attention.